we now are fully content creators. We work together. We also are entrepreneurs. She told me that not to say we are businessmen.
Yeah.
So we are content creators and we are entrepreneurs. We have a couple of things we do, including, so you find us at Ikomba, Kiozia Mboga. Please don't question, oh, the Peekays on the Mboga. Yeah, we are there. Yeah, so that is who we are. I don't know if you want to say hi and is something I left out.
Yeah.
Your skin color is dry or something.
Over and above what he has said, we are believers. We are born again Christians. We love the Lord, and we also have a son. Yes. Yeah, and looking forward for many others.
Many more children?
Yeah, to come.
How we met, we actually neighbors from the village where we come from. We're just separated by a block of land, like
homestead, one homestead.
Wengine, the block number 3, and then Kwao. So so this is it. So when we moved to that place, because my mom was working elsewhere in town, and then she said, I'm tired of town life, so she went to the village. So she got some land somewhere, and we moved there. So we moved there, the way you just go to a place and you just find one of the homesteads that choose to welcome you nicely and, you know, have you around, because we found the church. It began in church, and not with her, with her mom. Your mom now welcomed us, and she would just tell us, come over for lunch after church at your place before we moved down. So this one day, when you moved down now to the block of land, and interestingly, she had not met me. We began a friendship with the mom before I even met her, or she met me. So kwa hizo harakati zote, hizo mambo zote, that's how we met. Let's say we met, because I saw and she saw. And then, long story short, after so many years, 8 years, now here we are married and doing life together.
I was thinking, ouch, that must be painful, because he was beaten by our dog. Yeah, our dog beat him. I did not know him. I knew there was a kiama, you know, that's how they call him in the village. There was a kiama of Mama Karenga, because that's what she's called in the village. But I had never like met. It's just how you hear there is someone called, you know, that name.
Yeah.
But I had never met him. So when he was beaten by our dog, my mom was a nurse at the time. My mom went to rest in 2018. So she was a nurse, yeah. So she was the one who was treating the wound. So now when the wound was being treated is when I got to know, oh, okay, he looks like this. This is the kiama I hear about, all right. But it was not.
So you put a face to the name.
I put a face to the name. That's how I saw him for the first time.
The first time I saw her and looked at her that way, because see, backstory is that she never used to be home a lot. She used to be with an auntie who was in the city. The rest of us were in the village. So one day they had a family wedding, and so after the wedding, I think you guys came home. I don't know you came with who. Yeah. And then I was just on a lazy afternoon, just at home, had done my duties, sitting just, I think, strategically, because right in front of me was a window, quite one of the biggest windows in our sitting room.
Yeah.
And in Ushago, kuna zile pit latrines, so ilikuwa somewhere on a raised ground.
Yeah.
So me and my magazine and my window, that's how I saw. So, and then the wedding, walikuwa wamevaa a gold dress. So of course, I think when alipita, Musema, I think the color is not attracted. Then I got, who's that? But then, I asked so many questions, because how do I now strike this community? Because she's like not really fight about this. She's like my younger sister, who I never had. And I think I was quite young then. I was very young. Yeah. I was in the village. I think either 19 or thereabout. So fast forward now, because I said our relationship is with the mom. So one day she assigned us a task to go to send one of your cousins to school, who had moved now with you guys and was going to a school that was within the area. And so we were sending her back to school, and we were told to go and take her, including her. So I think that's where it all began, if I'm not wrong. Yes.
Yeah. So that's when now he declared he DTR'd.
Actually, I did not DTR at that point.
Oh, yeah, I think you said it in a way.
Indirectly.
Indirectly.
Yes.
Yeah. So he gave me like he he put it in words, his vision of what he would like a home to be. And then now at the end, when we reached home, because it was a walking, we were just walking, he said, and I'd like you to be part of this vision. Like he did not, that's like how you propose. Yeah, but that was so, I mean, I remember that till date. Like no one has ever come to me in that kind of way. He put for me the vision of what his home he'd like it to be and what kind of husband he'd like to be. And then he told me, and I'd like you to be part of this vision. I mean, of course, not as your daughter
yeah, then.
or sister. So then, the
journey began from there.
Yeah.